All right, now it's time for the TNA Spike TV debut.
Spike TV. What? So Raw? I don't even know. I guess I should have looked. How long does it take between Raw not being on here and Impact being on here? Like, how long is there? Because I have stuff on here about the last Raw episode on Spike, but I don't know how long they're without.
What was this episode date?
October 1st, 05.
This is March 10th, 2005. Is that right? WWE March 10th, 2005.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's a minute, really? Wow.
Viacom and WWE decided not to go on the agreement with Spike TV, ending Raw. So, deal expired in September 2005.
Oh, so September. Okay, that would make sense then, because this is fucking October. So
in March they agreed not to renew the contract, and then it expired
September
in September
was the last.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know, man. It says right here, seeking a more profitable television outlet, TNA negotiated Saturday night time slot with Spike TV.
Oh.
And then 5 days later, after the departure of WWE Raw to USA Network, they debuted Impact.
Oh, really? So, but when was the Raw one then? Well,
it says they negotiated a Saturday TV slot with Spike TV and started airing Impact on October 1st, 5 days after the departure of WWE Raw to USA Network, which re-debuted 2 days later.
Okay, well, there you go. Interesting. Well, before we get into the show, let's talk about The Observers and what was going on in the wrestling world at the time. From The Observer, September 26th, 2005, in TNA News. To get everything in place for the debut on Spike, Jeff Jarrett got back the NWA title and joined forces with AMW to form a heel. Who was that?
That was Jeff. Sorry, that's Jeff.
Okay, sure. Yes,
that was Jeff.
to form a heel horseman-like stable, says Meltzer on Scott Moore's Border City Wrestling Show on September 15th in Windsor, Ontario.
Jeff Jarrett is going to be an horseman.
He was always an horseman. The idea of changing the title on that show was actually planned close to 2 months ago. It was one of those deals where everyone was shocked. TNA management was shocked that somehow the story never got out, although Raven himself wasn't told about the title change until around September 13th. He was expecting to lose it to Jarrett. He just didn't know when. So I always, until I read this, thought that there was a makeshift, hey, we're going to Spike, we have to get the title back on Jarrett thing. But it looks like that was always the plan. That Jarrett will be the champion.
They'll tell you. They'll tell you it's always the plan. It wasn't
you tell
them.
No, they definitely put the title on Jarrett. I remember listening to his podcast or whatever, and it's like, yeah, they needed to get the title on Jarrett before the Spike TV debut. Just because, obviously, he's probably one of the more known names there, and it made sense to, have it on him.
Raven is not a draw.
I was going to say, damn, poor Raven, not a draw. That sucks. He was, come on, guy, he was on Heat.
Yeah,
he was breaking fingers on Heat. Come
on, man.
He was on commentary.
He had Tori with him, man. Yeah. She was a ninja outfit. It was cool, man. Come on now. Kevin Nash was originally going to make a cameo appearance at TNA Unbreakable. The spot was during the planned interview. They would show Waltman and Nash talking backstage as a mystery deal. With no Waltman, because he no-showed, the decision was made that they had no spot to use him. He was shooting promos for the Spike debut and Bound for Glory. So I don't know. I'm guessing that's why what happens on this show happens the way it does, because he wasn't at the pay-per-view.
Cool, worked out pretty good.
Yeah, it worked out much fucking better, actually, than a fucking mystery interview spot. Austin Aries and Roderick Strong were apparently offered short-term contracts stemming from their match at Unbreakable. I didn't realize they actually had deals.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, actually.
I thought they were just on handshakes, but supposedly they got short-term contracts stemming from the Unbreakable match, which we should watch, because I'm sure it was fucking good. If you want to know why UPN moved SmackDown to Friday, I'm sure, James, we were asking about this. I know you want to know this. With all the buzz.
You're talking to me?
With all the buzz on Everybody Hates Chris, which is the most talked about news show of the year inside the TV industry.
There's no way.
Yeah, Everybody Hates Chris was hot. He said they have been able to charge $179,000 for a 30-second spot for ads, by far the most in the history of the network. SmackDown's ad rates always hovered around 30,000 per 30 seconds. So Everybody Hates Chris blew SmackDown to fucking smithereens.
That's crazy. Wow.
I didn't realize it was that over either, for real.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, shout out to them, man.
You like that? How much of that show have you watched? Have you even watched that show before?
Yeah, I've watched that show before.
I like that show.
Yeah. What was that one bit they did on the show? My husband has 2 jobs.
Fuck. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Terry
pretty...
Crews is based on that show.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Yeah, that show was good. I'll tell you right now, though, me and my boys are watching Raw and no pussy ass SmackDown. I'll tell you that much. Right, fellas? Raw is war! Come on! Let's go!
Raw is war.
From the Observer, October 3rd, 2005, because of the war, which was the war at the time of WWE, Spike, and UFC, and I guess TNA, Spike has made a major commitment to TNA. I love finding out this kind of shit because it kind of puts it into better perspective of how they were doing the shit they were doing. The Spike production crew will be filming the TNA tapings, which saves the company on production costs. So TNA was not paying to film those shows. It was all on fucking Spike.
Wow, that was awesome.
This means on occasion when the Spike crew has commitments to other events such as award shows, that tapings in Orlando may have to be moved to Mondays a few times per year, which I believe did happen. So they're talking about, there was some stuff in here where, WWE was obviously taking shots at fucking Spike, and now that they're on the USA Network. Well, Spike then went on the attack with commercials. This is fucking awesome. The UFC commercials on Spike during Raw emphasized what's real, not wrestling.
Oh, shit.
To the point McMahon was furious and they reached a compromise that they wouldn't air those commercials during wrestling.
Wow.
Spike was airing wrestling's fucking fake commercials.
That's
during
beast,
Raw.
though. Yeah, I like
That
that.
is fucking
insane.
sick.
That's so good.
They do the last show on Spike, Raw, that is, and Vince is in the ring, cuts a promo. He noted that 5 years ago, Raw came from the USA Network, which became the National Network, to the Nashville Network, which became the National Network, which became Spike TV. Said over the 5 years, both sides have grown. He thanked Spike for the partnership and said they were going back home to the USA Network. Spike TV sound edited his remark. It was well known that Spike had told WWE they could plug the return show to USA all they wanted on the final show, which Spike was paying for, but they couldn't mention the USA Network. So Spike, and everyone in wrestling for that matter, fully expected McMahon would do what he wanted no matter what the instructions were from the people paying for the show. The feeling was they weren't going to cut off the feed of the last show. Well, they did cut off the sound and flash some technical difficulty video edits when WWE cameramen attempted to show posters talking about the move. A few minutes later, Jonathan Coachman, who was really the voice of Vince on the headsets during Raw, went on a childish tirade about censorship that was also sound edited. He tried to tell fans to go to WWE.com to hear Vince's unedited promo, but much of that was also sound edited. Later in the show, the company remembered the old strategy that TNT during Nitro had when they wanted to swear on TV, how they would swear, get edited, and then stop, so the edit would end, and then they would swear after the edit.
Oh, wow.
Which I didn't know that's what they were doing.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
fucking crazy. So WCW, they would swear, let them censor it, and then when they'd come out of the censor, they would swear immediately. That sounds like something we would fucking do.
You're right.
That's awesome.
Coachman and Lawler started acting like children, going on and on about how they're going to USA, and while most of it sound edited, both got references in. Finally, about an hour and 40 into the show, a compromise was reached that they wouldn't do that anymore, and that they'd let them talk about USA. Jimmy Hart is done in TNA. His final appearance is September 27th. Dixie Carter told him if he appeared on the October 3rd Raw, he was finished. Jimmy Hart said, "I'm going to Raw because I have a new action figure coming out."
Oh,
That is fucking real shit, Jimmy Hart. That's fucking awesome. He obviously had a TNA deal here because he's all over the fucking ramp. So I guess that quickly ends there.
Yeah.
James, this one's for you. TNA turned down... This is upsetting, James. I'm sorry you'll have to hear this. TNA turned down a proposal for a heel group of monsters that would have included former WWE wrestlers Sean O'Hare, Luther Reigns, and Predator, which I think is Sylvester Terkay.
They turned that down?
They didn't want to do that group.
Wow. Okay.
In TNA.
Wait, so I mean, couldn't they have just signed the guys and then just fucking said fuck the
Nope.
group?
No. All or nothing.
All right.
These boys were in together. It's like the elite going to AEW. It's all of us or none of us.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, you guys are signed, and I would have just fired the other guys.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been great for our show. Why didn't they consider us 10 years, 20 years in the
I know.
past?
Come on, guys.
That we would have loved Sean O'Hare, Luther Reigns, and Sylvester Terkay as a fucking
And
group
Luke
in TNA.
Gallows.
Yeah, man. Come on. Damn it. By the way, WWE also is sending legal letters to TNA demanding that they not call their talent wrestling superstars or superstars because they trademarked that. So on their site, they're just calling them TNA stars instead of TNA superstars, which is probably for the best. It's probably better TNA didn't say superstar anyway.
Yeah, why don't you just call them wrestlers?
Yeah, really?
Whatever.
That is crazy. A couple more things here. Muhammad Hassan was officially released on September 21st, just 1 month after he was originally scheduled to win the world title at SummerSlam. It turned into a messy issue. WWE sources claimed that he was turning down everything WWE asked him to do. They wanted him to put on a hood and be a luchador. I think it was like Jushin Liger-esque. They were saying that they wanted him to do.
Okay.
But he didn't want to do that. They believed he was hoping to be fired because he thought he would have a strong wrongful termination case. He heard that even before the negative publicity, he was viewed negatively because he had turned down so many heat angles for a Muhammad Hassan character. Also, he was blamed because the company believed the gimmick was gold. And then when it didn't work, he got blamed for it because he didn't want to do all the heat angles.
2005 Muhammad Hassan angles. I can't even imagine the shit that he turned down. I can't even imagine.
Oh my God. I mean, especially
That's crazy.
They got away with some shit too.
Yeah, you're
so,
right.
Like, the stuff they didn't get to do was probably fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, dude, I can't like fly on the wall type shit. I can't imagine.
I would love to know.
Yeah, there needs to be like a list that we can read.
Has he done a shoot?
I actually don't know. Maybe
He might not have.
He's done interviews since then.
Dude, someone needs to fucking ask about this.
Like he was
Get
trending
on this
the other
shit.
day because like he's a teacher now, and like there's like an article about him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I did see that.
Is that right?
Deadlock is going to start doing interviews, I think.
Oh, is that right?
That sounds great. What kind of questions would you ask, Johnny?
I got some questions here for you. Don't worry about it. Well, once we do it, then you'll know. But yeah, also, as noted, the original idea was for Austin to come out of retirement and work with Muhammad Hassan. That's how hot they expected Muhammad Hassan to get. Oh. After they decided he wasn't hot enough to waste what could have been one of Austin's final matches, he was going to challenge Batista at SummerSlam before UPN ordered him off of SmackDown.
I mean, come on. You know why Vince hired this guy in the first place. You know Vince had a very specific storyline that he wanted Muhammad Hassan to do.
What are you trying to say?
For whatever it's worth, Muhammad Hassan was probably way too nice about doing a lot of this shit that they asked him to do.
You're right.
And then they probably said something fucking egregious. I'm sure Vince said something. I'm pretty sure he pulled him aside, put him into an office, and just asked him to do the most egregious storyline of all time that you couldn't even write it down or read it out. You'd be arrested on the spot. And he probably said, no, I'm not doing that.
Then you get your ass out. It's coming in. You are ruining your chances. Here.
Yeah, man, I can't imagine the shit he had to go through.
Crush would have did it.
Brother.
Last part here, Triple H is appearing in new Wendy's commercials. It's a deal where different people make burgers the way they like them, and then he makes one called the Triple H hamburger.
Holy fuck. There is no way.
What? I'm looking this up right now.
Triple H hamburger, Wendy's. Yeah. Try to find, you know what? I should have looked up.
I see one.
Triple H Wendy's commercial, you have it?
He's in this one. I didn't watch it yet, though, but I know he's in this one.
Dude, what is the fucking
Triple H?
This is a Triple H burger.
Holy shit.
Okay.
He's got the fucking Lemmy joint going rocking.
Dude, he looks like a smacked ass. That's unbelievable.
Triple H burger.
The Triple H burger is just beef patties in a sandwich. Just I don't even see nothing else in that bitch.
There's maybe a lettuce.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Triple H
burger.
Triple H burger is 2 buns and 3 layers of beef. That's all he got. The fuck he was.
How does this compare to the DDP hamburger?
Dude, it doesn't compare at all. But if you tell Triple H it's better, for sure it's way better.
We cannot look into that. DDP is on 2 strikes right now, Tony. We cannot take a third strike for DDP.
Oh, by the way, update, Tony. Razor Ramon is now a strike as well. He's 2 strikes away from being a shitty wrestler. DDP's on 2. Undertaker has passed the scale. He's
DDP, just watch WCW 98. You'll be fine.
Dude, you say that. And I think you're going to get him his 3rd strike.
Yeah, we can't.
Well, that is it for the Observer. Let's talk about the first episode of TNA Impact on Spike TV.
Triple H burger.
All right, now it's time to get into the Spike TV debut of TNA Impact.
The new face of pro. You're missing out. The new face of pro.
Oh yeah, there's a lot fucking here. So yeah, this is they were on what, Fox Sports Net before this, on fucking 11 o'clock on Fridays or some shit.
Yeah, that's right. Real Player.
I love those fucking shows. I was super excited to get those on Real Player, and I genuinely watched them on Real Player.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like they had the deal, and I think they had to air Explosion right in that spot.
That's right. Yeah.
So the syndicated stuff became Explosion, and then TNA Impact became the Spike TV show.
Yeah. And
which, by the way, an hour is still probably the right time for wrestling. An hour and a half would be perfect. Like it was an hour and a half with commercials, so like you get like a real hour of programming.
90 minutes of program is perfect.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like that would probably be perfect, right? So like you get your commercials still. Like American commercials are nuts compared to everywhere else. Like I think we talked about it a little bit before, but I think there's like 3 minutes of commercials in Japan in a 30-minute broadcast compared to 8 in America.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts. Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah.
So if you had 90 minutes of like a show, like an hour and a half show, then like 30 minutes of it would probably be commercials. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a big reason why I stuck with Lucha Underground for so long. Like, you know, season 1 is kind of rough, and like even like the third fucking season is also, it gets fucking shitty, but it was like, it's fucking 90 minutes. Like, this is fucking sweet. You know, I was watching it like, you know, after it aired, so I was like, this is easy to fucking watch. And when we watch shows like this, like even that Raw we watched last week, James, like it wasn't fucking good at all, but it was 45 fucking minutes, and it's like, oh wow, this is so much easier to digest. Like I will hate this less because it is shorter.
Right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think wrestling just gets longer because they make ads,
money.
Right?
Yeah, they make money off of it. Yeah, and which is fair, but I don't care about that. I'm not making money. I'm a fan.
Hey, my money.
I do not care if he signed and got more money. I'm not making that money.
It's crazy. So we go into the cold open here. Barry Scott going into overtime, putting over the TNA Young Guys.
Amazing. Well, we talked about it before. Huge regret not starting DPW sooner is that we didn't get to use Barry Scott.
He would have been perfect. Yeah, it would have been sweet.
He would have been worth every fucking penny too, even if it was just for the first show or like the first awesome. Yak one. You know what I mean? Like we didn't deserve it, but I would have loved to use him.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you think he was freestyling, or if this was written down? You think he's spitting? This is just how he talks normally.
It just wasn't even written down.
There are moments that enchant us, inspire us.
He loves TNA, super into it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, he is so fucking good here. They showcase, so it's a hype video. But it's like a slow motion high video with a bunch of cool shots, and Barry Scott just fucking talking us through this, and it showcases AJ Styles, and Barry Scott says AJ Styles may be the best athlete to ever enter the ring. I said, holy fuck, it's awesome.
They're really putting him up, which I bought into that. I was like, hell yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was like, he's right. Barry Scott knows his fucking shit. And he said, the naturals. And I said, maybe not, Barry.
The naturals are naturals.
They were pushing the naturals for a minute, though. I will tell you. They
had him with Candido.
Yeah. They had him. Was he with Candido?
The naturals were with Candido.
I know they were with Shane Douglas. They were also with Candido? They became the newly franchised naturals at some point.
Fuck you, Shane Douglas guy. I hate you.
Dude, that's your brother. Come on, bro. Yeah, what the hell?
What the fuck?
It's just a fun family thing, you know?
Yeah, okay, so Candido and the Naturals did win like a 6-man match together. So they were teaming. Yeah, so he was definitely with them at some point here.
Yeah, Candido was their manager.
Was he franchised?
No, they were not. He was not franchised, no.
No, they won like the titles, and then Candido passed. And then I swear they did. I thought they did like a Memorial Candido tournament in the Naturals room.
I think they did, yeah.
And they might win that.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't hold me to that though. I'm not sure.
During this promo, he had a funny line that said, amazing athletes who have until this point toiled in the fields of relative obscurity. So
I did. I was like, damn, all right, Barry.
I mean, like I thought it was cool that they were truthful about it.
Sure, yeah.
They are nobody until TNA and Spike TV.
Which it was, not wrong, but it was like,
which is the indies.
He was just talking about TNA in general. He was just talking about TNA like on Fox
I thought he was talking about them not being
on I don't think TNA, he was talking about. No, I don't think he was talking about. I think because he was putting over that they're finally on TV.
Okay, that makes that's cooler then. Okay.
Yeah, they just
these fucking jobbers from ROH.
They signaled out Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, they show shots of Roderick, Aries, and Daniels. These guys are fucking jabrones.
It's backwards. ROH sucks.
It's backwards.
Barry Scott backwards.
Dude, yeah, having to explain the Naturals to Deb was very hard. I was like, she's like, who are these guys? I said, Fucking
The
naturals.
They're naturally gifted, right?
Natural.
Isn't that their gimmick?
Yeah. They showcase Jeff Jarrett here as well. Then they show like a ton of crazy clips, and I'm like, wow, they are like going crazy here. They show the Sabin buckle bomb from the Ultimate X we just watched. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. He said, welcome to the dawn of a new era in professional wrestling. I said, fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think it's more so because of hindsight, but we know that all these guys are good and like they were TNA, and we also know that 2005 was a good year for TNA.
It is. It was a good year for me as well, personally.
Well, we're walking over to the Impact Zone with all the pyro.
Yeah, there was two things I wanted to ask, and maybe someone listening to this can figure it out for us. The intro here, so it's I love it. It's the orange with like the fucking green screen shots of them doing shit. Jarrett hits somebody with a guitar, and Monty Brown pounces somebody. I want to know who these people are. Because I just like, same thing with like, the girl in the Jericho fucking Tron. I just want to know who these fucking pieces of history that I've seen a million times are. So if anyone can find that out, please let me know.
So we're walking into the Impact Zone with all the pyro. Tonight we're going to get Rhino versus Jeff Hardy. And, of course, the controversy in Canada where Jeff Jarrett regains the NWA title in BCW, which is Scott D'Amore's promotion.
Son of a fucking bitch. How could they do this to fucking Raven?
What about me?
There's a TNA owned Spike TV sign, which is cool. There's a girl in the front row that has like every TNA action figure, and they just cut to her every match and shows her with a figure.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I had all those too. I showed those in Japan, James. There was like the AJ Styles row, and they were all the
you're right. Yeah,
Toy
he had
Biz
all
or
of
whatever.
them.
Yeah, they were fucking awesome. I love those fucking figures.
I love the little boxes that all this information's in. This is like the most 2005 looking at shit ever. Just trusted holding at random shapes.
Yeah. That is cool though, and like the color is fucking cool. It's like all, I don't know. It's all sweet. Mike Tenay yells, "Your 60-minute adrenaline rush is next!"
Yeah,
and then they say the Rhino and
what a
fucking
tagline. That's
shit.
awesome. That's fucking cool.
That's smart. They knew exactly what they were this time. Like there was no beating around the bush here. They knew exactly what they were. That gets muddied, of course, over time, but they definitely were rocking with what they had at this point.
It sucks that overtime here is like 4 years.
Yeah,
like
you're
10,
right.
15. Overtime is very soon.
I don't even, 4 might even be a stretch.
You're right. I guess
started losing a little momentum.
07.
Into 07.
Yeah.
They gained it back in like 08, into 08, beginning of 09.
Sure.
They make some like key signings, but then it lasts about a year.
So hard, yeah.
So we have AJ Styles versus Roderick Strong start the show off. The very first entrance you actually see on the show is AJ Styles.
They said on commentary there was a poll. They said Mike Tenay said TNA is a company that listens to his fans, so we had a poll on TNAWrestling.com, and the fans voted that they wanted AJ Styles to be in the first match on Spike TV. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Who else was on the poll, do you think? I wonder.
Hulk Hogan and
Monty Brown versus Lex Lovett.
Everybody voted for it, went to AJ Styles, though the poll just was rigged.
AJ Styles, Drew Clark, Cheeks, all the stars here.
No.
Yeah, so by this point, 2005, starting out on Spike, AJ's already like a Grand Slam champion at this point.
I don't think he's ready yet, though, dude.
That's so crazy, isn't it? Like, looking into it
that
in the
hasn't
future.
even happened yet.
Yeah, like, we're talking like 5 more years, a half a decade later, Hogan says, now would be a good time to build this guy up, brother. 5 years ago, he was a Grand Slam champion, NWA champion. Yeah, he'd done it all.
He's already, they said in the intro, they said 3-time X Division champion, because I think he was going for the X title at this time.
Okay,
so
sure.
He's already a 3-time X Division champion, at least, I think he won the NWA title like twice already or something.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And he was tag champ, of course, but yeah, fuck.
Yeah, well,
I don't think so yet, dude, and I'm stroking my Fu Manchu. I'm talking about.
Yeah, his ass ain't getting nowhere near this show. No way.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
Hogan showing up in this era may have maybe that would have been I'm done with wrestling.
He almost did, remember?
Oh, the Jarrett thing.
When Jarrett went to Japan and said, I'm bringing...
went to Japan and hit him with a guitar, and then he
I'm
never
bringing TNA. I'm bringing TNA to you, Hogan. And then he hit him with a guitar, and Hogan blades coast to coast.
Who the hell was that, brother?
What the fuck was that about, dude?
Back up. What the hell was that?
What kind of playpen wrestling show you run over here, brother?
Onoki said it as Hitman after me, brother.
That's like when Hogan was a part of the XWF, but not really, brother.
Yeah, dude. I'm bringing... Hogan guitar. Hogan gets guitared right in the head, coast to coast. I'm bringing TNA to you. Who the hell was that, brother?
Who Who's that little jabroni? That playpen.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I didn't know this happened over in IWGP, brother.
Dude, I think he no-soloed then went to WWE, didn't he?
Was that the Giant Baba?
Yeah, dude, he does go to WWE, Tony. You're right.
Yeah, he goes to WWE and gets fucked up by Randy Orton. And Shawn Michaels.
And then he goes, what was that, brother?
Oh my god, yeah, dude. There's so many times in TNA where it's like someone big is gonna come to TNA and then they just don't. They just don't.
Yeah.
Dude, they had one on the show later. Holy shit.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. That's true.
Dude, Hogan coast to coast in Japan.
Dude, he coast to coast, biggest playtime of a guitar I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy.
What was that?
That's so fucking funny, man.
Was that you, Linda?
They had a contract signing and everything for it. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're right, Tony. That's crazy.
That looked a lot like my daughter, Brooke.
Sorry, my daughter, brother. Enochiism runs in her blood, dude.
Or maybe not, Mama.
So, Sideburns Roddy is out here.
Oh my.
Yeah, man, we're cooking. Like, as you mentioned, it's voted on the TNA website. AJ is like it's so crazy that like I remember it being a discussion, like who is the face of TNA, and that keeps happening. The face of fucking TNA is AJ. It will always be AJ. It will never not be AJ.
Come on, man. Yes, Jarrett is too, like, you can't think of TNA without thinking of Jarrett, but
it's AJ.
AJ Styles is the fucking guy.
He was the homegrown guy. He was the homegrown talent. Yeah.
And we were on the forums. We knew who was talking about who.
We were there.
People weren't talking about Jeff Jarrett, bro. They were talking about, oh, who's this fucking... I wish this AJ Styles guy would come and face Randy Orton. That's what everyone fucking posted.
Yeah, you're right. People, people believed in the X Division at this point. They believed in these matches they were having. You noticed that like half the matches on the show were X Division stuff. Because like this was the future, like they were on the cusp of this, and whether or not like this was a direct, like we're taking these ROH matches and putting them on TNA,
right?
It was still on Spike TV, and ROH was not. So I mean, and it helped visibility on these guys. They were basically doing their matches in ROH on a quicker scale. Like
just cut out the bullshit.
Yeah, go straight to it because. This is pretty much what this was. This match was only like 4.5 or something, and like they go breakneck, like they get all their shit in.
And James, like you were saying about the X Division, like it's crazy how like even here, like obviously we watch TNA a ton, so we already knew the X Division, but like how they present them here is so fucking clean. Like it feels fucking cool. Like they don't present them as like cruiserweights. Like this is
we're calling it the X Division. I don't really know who came up with that name. But it was
Chris Jericho, probably Don Callis.
It was probably Hulk Hogan, brother. And I'm not going to that.
No way, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. So they start off the match like breakneck here.
Roddy jumps him immediately.
Yeah, immediately got it because you get the hot start, baby. They go into a swinging arm drag, like literally. You know, sometimes when you have 4 minutes, you go straight to the comeback and you go there. They said, no, we're going to fit everything in. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And they did. And the crowd was super hot for it just because they were super into AJ and like they knew who Roddy was too. So they knew exactly what was going on. Everyone in this fucking arena in the pit was watching ROH. So they knew exactly who these guys were. Yeah. But yeah, they start off hot.
Today, they talk about the 6-sided ring here, of course, because this is the first time anyone on, I wonder how, I imagine this did much better fucking ratings than the Fox Sportsnet show. So this is, the first time a ton of people are seeing the 6-sided ring. And Mike Tenay says it provides more options for a high-risk style that made the X Division famous. And all I could think of every time I saw them, I was like, wow, this ring has no give at all. This is a brutal fucking mat, man. This is rough. Especially later on. I forget. Somebody takes a power bomb later. It might be in the triple threat. I'm like, it doesn't even move, bro.
Yeah, dude. Those ropes are taut as hell, too.
The ropes, too. Oh, my God. Yeah.
That shit's sick, though. That shit's awesome, though. Yeah, that shit's dope.
They should bring it back. They still should bring it back, man. Like,
I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah.
Why has no one stolen this? I get what I mean.
I get everyone's seen the interview where they'd say, who was it? AJ that said it?
AJ. It was AJ.
Yeah, it's that AJ shoot when he left. He's like, yeah, the guys don't really like working on it. But the fact of the matter is, man, this shit was cool as fuck. This shit was cool as fuck.
It's the only reason why they got shelf space at toy stores.
Yeah, because the ring was crazy.
Because the ring was awesome, man.
It probably helped with their TV deal too. I'm sure. Like, oh, what is this? Okay,
yeah, fuck yeah, man. It's like how are you a wrestling fan and you see that and you're like, Yeah, that would stop me immediately. I mean, yeah, obviously a wrestling fan's gonna watch wrestling, but it's like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, that is dope. I'm a big six-sided ring guy.
Me too. I always and forever. Bring it back now.
So Roddy catches AJ early on, elbow, busts him open to the mouth. He's bleeding. That's awesome.
Based.
4-minute match. He's bleeding. This is fucking sick. AJ hits the international drop kick and a fucking tope con hilo over the ropes. Going nuts.
I'm always horrified of dives in the impact zone because the barricade's always so close. So like they're always cracking their ankles. And it reminds me, I don't know if I told you guys this. It's a sidebar. I went to an indie show. It was called Wicked Hanuman. It was their only show ever. It was at the ECW Arena. The main event was Raven versus Leatherface.
That sounds sick.
The match I do, and why I am horrified of seeing this all the time is there was a guy named Eric Tuttle. He was teamed with Jude, and he did an Asai moonsault in front of me, and he landed ankles first on the barricade, steel guardrail, and broke his ankle, and I watched it right in front of me. So I have PTSD ever since. It was fucking gnarly.
But AJ did it all the time. He did.
I was like, how the fuck? It's someone does it later too. It might be Shelly or Sabin.
It's during that match for sure. I remember.
I'm like, God, dude, I'm surprised it hasn't happened more.
What a spot, though, dude. 4 minutes, international, perfect drop kick into the fucking
It's awesome. Oh, it's awesome.
Sensational flip dive by AJ Styles.
Hey, bro, that shit popped me when they say that shit. I like that.
That was like his line. There's also Tal Guy is here, by the way. Shouts out Tal Guy.
I was going nuts. Yeah.
And there's also someone in the front row with a Darth Vader mask.
There's someone in the front row that also looks just like Jeff Hardy.
Yes, they were there for a while, too.
So Daniels comes down during this match, comes down the ramp.
Feuding.
And that ends up with being Roddy's cutoff. So Roddy's cutoff in this 4-minute match is a sick kick to the spine of AJ at 200% speed, and then he kills him with a backbreaker.
It was awesome.
Dude, this 200% speed in a 4-minute opener, like this is the urgency I'm talking about, bro. Like a lot of wrestlers got to have that urgency, man. If you're going to call the fucking move, do the fucking move.
And if you're going to throw it.
That's what I'm saying. Call the move, do the move. Because like
AJ's not going to be mad at you if it hurts, if it looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's just dope, man. So Roddy locks in the camel clutch. AJ gets out, hits the Pele kick. Don West goes fucking nuts for it.
I legit wrote that too. Don West losing his mind. Pele! I
don't know if people know that, but Don West is the one that coined that.
You know what? I saw that recently. I saw Garrett fucking posting that. I think he posted the clip of like when TNA and him were talking about that from.
When did they coin? I didn't know that. I didn't know he posted the clip of it.
Yeah, it was like I don't know what match it was, but it was a weekly. Yeah, it was. Okay. It might have been. It might not even been like the pay-per-view. It might have been Explosion. Shouts out Garrett in the TNA History Pod. Like that son of a bitch.
AJ hits an outside to inside rope styling DDT in this match.
Dude,
this match is officially for the boys now.
This is fucking. He's on the apron. Jumps over the top rope, lands on the middle rope on the other side because it's 6-sided, and then fucking springboard reverse DDT. I said, "Oh my god, this is the best wrestler ever." Barry Scott was fucking cooking. He's right.
And then AJ hits the Styles Clash and he wins.
I wrote here, I think the show needs Hulk Hogan.
Or maybe not, brother.
This match was 4 minutes. 4 fucking minutes.
It took you 4 fucking minutes to get over.
Yeah, dude. 100%, 200% speed here. Guys that knew exactly what they were going to do, and they fucking did it, and it fucking looked awesome. Everything looked like a struggle here. Everything was a fight. Everything fucking was awesome. Big spots in a 4-minute match. No time wasted. 2 of the best ever. I mean, what can you really ask for here?
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching TNA, like AJ Styles is your favorite wrestler at that time.
Gotta be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like it's how is it not? Like, you know, I guess, you know, if you're watching ROH, it's probably Joe. But you know, if you're watching WWE, TNA, and like TV stuff, AJ Styles is your favorite wrestler.
So Mike Tenay and Don West are ringside, and they're talking about how awesome it is to be on Spike TV. What I said,
Don West in the pinstripes. No.
Don West in the pinstripes. I said Don
Tenay. My bad. Yeah, no, he's in the pinstripes. He's looking good.
Yeah, he does look good,
out,
and he is super happy. They're fucking excited. Everyone in TNA is excited because this is a big deal. Like, this is a big deal, and if you're working in TNA. Like, you're probably like, damn, like, we're really taking that next step. Like, they worked pretty hard to get here, and they did it. So
they did a great job of like positioning them as the underdog. Like, they always had the momentum of the fans behind them, and we did this because of you. And if it wasn't for everybody, we wouldn't be here. And they really had this, like, it was just like the huge momentum behind them. Yeah, it's like you wanted them to succeed. You know, like they they went through the shit to get where they're at now, and it was cool.
Like I imagine that there was definitely times where they took pot shots at WWE, but it definitely felt like more of a like we're gonna beat WWE by getting this shit done instead of talking about them.
Yeah, it was like because they almost got like they were off TV and they had to do the internet stuff, and it was like fuck.
Real player, brother.
Is this company gonna be done? And then they came back and got Spike, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
What a stroke of luck that was.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Right? WWE went away and Spike said we had to fuck these guys up. Who's next?
Who's next?
Where's Paul Heyman? I want ECW right now.
He said, "Oh, we can't do that because we all voted that we would get rid of Prime ECW." So what's next?
TNA.
TNA.
Tony was wrong, man. I told you he was fucking wrong.
That was the Nashville Network. Okay, come on.
That's true. Natural Network.
Well, now it's time for the Alpha Male Monty Brown hype video.
Pounce. I didn't realize that early Pounce was like more of like a chest tackle than a shoulder tackle. He was way nicer early on.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
it looked good here still.
It does look fucking good though.
We go backstage after the hype video. Ooh, it's the franchise.
Tony.
Ooh, it's a franchise. What
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
noticed he
was
said that?
that?
Ooh, it's the franchise. Shane
He
Douglas.
used to say that all the time. Ooh, it's a franchise. Ooh, it's a franchise.
Dude, the newly franchised backstage announcer.
Yeah, what? They hired his ass and made him an announcer? That's crazy.
They said, please don't wrestle. Please.
He was a good backstage announcer. I liked him.
Yeah, he was in a good interview. It was not bad.
Yeah.
But Jay's with Monty Brown here.
Yeah, Monty Brown says, I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget what song is that.
It's Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because it's Serengeti.
Yeah, of course. But the Serengeti and the jungle are two different things. I mean, the Serengeti.
Fuck you. What do you know?
Serengeti. Me, I know a lot. You know, I've been watching Monty Brown more than Monty Brown remembers his wrestling. So
that's true. Shouts out Marcus. You Marcus Corvan guy? I wasn't. I gave up at that point.
Yeah, I wasn't watching
going
that shit. I was out of wrestling, but I played with him in the video game. I was sad
Yeah.
I couldn't use him in story mode.
Yeah, that is fucking weird. But there was other dudes you could, but you could only use people they had voice lines for, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah, that shit sucked, man.
That does fucking
I was
suck.
trying to play
It was
as
a
Monty
shitty
Brown.
fucking game though, James. That's
Well,
why.
you couldn't play as any. I don't know if you could play as any ECW guy.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so. You're right.
What the fuck was
Can't
the
be
point?
Sandman? Come on, man.
Yeah, Sandman came through the crowd on the 360 version.
That is fucking cool. You know, Marcus Corvan's his last wrestling match ever was in North Carolina against Punk.
No, wow.
Oh, was it against Punk? I was going to guess
was-
Kevin Thorne.
It was, it was shockingly no. It was Punk defeats Marcus Corvan in the ECW title semifinal match in 2007.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then Punk talked shit about him while eating a muffin, and Monty said, I guess I'm just going to leave.
He said, I'd rather not deal with this. Never, ever came back.
That is crazy. You know, I feel like everyone that gets out of wrestling, like you
Gets a one, right?
Yeah, you got to come back. And you know what's funny is like he could get paid a lot of money to come back somewhere. You know,
I bet
sure
he's
he
still
could.
jacked too.
Yeah, he's a personal trainer or something, so he's got to still be in good shape.
Dude, someone would probably pay. There's indies that would pay him a dumb amount of money to do a signing and hit the pounce on somebody.
Yeah, just a run
And
in
that's
pounce. Yeah, and that place is DPW.
Yeah. He said Spike TV has just became the Serengeti television. He said the alpha male won't be stopped. And wherever that little antelope is feeling butterflies, I guess he's talking about the guy's facing, you are about to feel something worse than that. You are about to feel the pounce. Period.
Oh, wait a minute, there's commotion in the back.
Oh,
Hold on, hold
Can
on.
we-
hold
can
a
we get
second.
Can we get a camera? Can we get a camera? You're in the back. Come on, you go
You can just
there.
run.
Run towards whatever's going on.
We're in a
yeah.
sound stage. You can just run over there.
You're right.
But yeah, it's Raven hitting a bunch of people with a trash can while Larry Zbyszko says, "Stop hitting people with a trash can."
I want him out. Out, out,
Get
out,
him out
out.
of here. Dude, that was Visco's whole run with Raven was, get him out of here. Get him
hated
out.
him.
Get him out. Get him out of here.
And dude, the first shot that Raven hits here is so fucking sweet.
Dude, he
It-
fucked right in the face.
it cuts. Tony's right. It cuts in. This dude's running at him, and Raven smashes him in the face with the bottom of the trash can.
Dude, it's the most fucked up thing ever. It's crazy.
Awesome. We watched the CZW match, I think. Do you remember that, James? Or I imagine Tony was
that
there. It was
there?
like Sexy Eddie versus Arsenal, and like Sexy Eddie blasts Arsenal in the face in the corner with the bottom of the trash can. I'm pretty sure you were there.
Oh,
I swear.
you know what? I was there. I do remember that one.
Yeah, it was Tournament of
Yeah.
Death. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's fucking crazy.
I thought, no, are you sure that wasn't one we watched one off though?
Yeah, I think it was just that one match.
one
right?
match.
Oh, we didn't. I swear we watched it for Watch This though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was
we
watched
just-
as singles match. Yeah.
Yes,
we just watched that match,
right.
and then we watched all the replays over and over. I
Yes,
remember.
yes.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, Monty versus Lex Lovett.
Okay, I'm glad you had his name. I wrote. I knew it was Lex because I saw his ass. I thought it was Lex Loveless.
Could have been.
Related to Heidi.
Yeah, Lex Lovett.
Who the fuck?
Well, it doesn't matter what your name is. Don West says that Monty Brown's going to hit you linebacker style.
He fucking does.
Yeah, he does. Monty is beating the shit out of this dude.
Dude, he doesn't really give him anything, which is good.
That's what it should have
We
been.
were just talking about this, James. The fucking, jobbers were
Do
just
not
jobbers.
call me a jobber. The crowd, I swear to God, was chanting pounce in this.
They definitely do. Yeah.
And well, Monty gives them what they wanted.
Just wrecks them with the pounce. It's so weird. Like I've seen people do the pounce and it's good, but it's just not the same as if Monty Brown does it. It's just so.
Well,
it's
no,
like,
because they're doing it because they like Monty Brown.
right. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Monty Brown
Brown's
does it
doing
because
it
he
because
hates
he's Monty
you.
Brown.
Yeah.
Because he's linebacker style.
As he should.
So we move on here to an X Division hype video.
The newest rage in pro wrestling, and I wrote here. I was like, the X Division is so fucking cool, and they show a ton of nutty clips in this, dude. At one point, I don't know what. Maybe you remember this, James. It's a clip of AJ doing like the spiral tap from the top to the floor through a table. Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think he
who
was feuding with. Was that when he was feuding with D'Lo Brown? I don't know. I think.
Oh my
maybe.
god, I hope.
Oh,
so.
it might have, Tony. It might have been that era.
Because him and D'Lo had like a crazy table.
It might have been
match,
the
I remember at one
fairgrounds.
point.
Yeah.
D'Lo's TNA run is super underrated. Not Aces and Eights
Dude,
D'Lo, like
Him
weekly
and
TNA
AJ,
D'Lo.
him and AJ
We're a tag team.
as a tag team was fucking crazy. They did.
It was awesome.
The Frog Splash 450 gimmick. Oh, it was
Did they win the
nuts.
titles? The tag
No,
titles
because then they
together?
started like a feud after that. I think they were like a short team and then they feuded. But they had like a
Are you
crazy
down?
feud.
With the Brown.
You damn right.
Do you remember the video they played when D'Lo debuted?
I
It was
do.
like-
We fucking talked about it before.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Yeah,
Dude,
that
it's
shit was
fucking-
crazy. The
it's like marching
revolution.
through the like streets and like tags and shit and like
And then it was D'Lo
propaganda.
Brown. That shit was crazy. Yeah, he was like breaking out. Yeah, he was doing his own thing, like on his own as D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So next up we have Petey Williams versus Alex Shelley versus Chris Sabin.
Hell fucking yeah, dude. This is just X Division Showcase. This wasn't even in for anything. This was just dudes going.
Yeah, this is sweet. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Gave it some time too.
Me
It was dope.
too.
Pre-Motor City, by the way. This is Alex Shelley and High Waters and Triangle thing he does.
Yeah, like this is like I was like I don't remember him like I remember him looking like this, but I don't remember. I was like, wow, this is I didn't think this lasted this long because this is like Shelley had already done the embassy shit by this point. I'm pretty sure. So I was like, who is he now? He's trying to find himself again.
Yeah, well, anyways, Chris Sabin's the coolest fucking dude in the world.
Dude,
Petey
he's
Williams is fucking
awesome.
rocking crazy style. Yeah, Shelley felt so out of place. It's so funny
He
looking back on it.
did.
Shelley
Yeah,
felt
he
so out of place
did.
here. Like, Petey and Chris knew exactly who they were at that time, and I felt like Shelley was still trying to figure out like who he was as a singles guy.
But
in
he's still
TNA.
sweet.
No, he's great, but like, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
No, you're
when
right,
you compare
though.
him to who he was two
He's just a
established
dude.
guys.
Yeah,
Sabin
you're
was
right.
like the king of the Ultimate X at this point already. He was known
Yeah.
as like the king of the Ultimate X, and Petey had the finisher in TNA.
Even like I was talking about the pounce, like obviously like PD does this fucking destroy her, and I'm like, wow, dude, it just doesn't feel the same as when anyone else does it. It's like I guess it's what you said, like PD was doing it because it was PD, and other people were doing it because PD did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
you're right.
So this is pre-Motor City. Alex Shelley, I'm sorry, in the high water joints. Shelley does do early on the Sonata Cradle, and then I thought it was
Yes.
funny because PD does the O Canada on top of him and then hits a drop kick.
To kick him out of it, I like that way more. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They also, by the way, on the ramp show Jimmy Hart's face. It's just gigantic plastered on the ramp. It's just Jimmy Hart's face, which is advertising and
His action
energy
figure.
drink.
Oh, okay.
It was for a high energy drink that I had something written down here about that somebody like reviewed it. But yeah, I guess Jimmy Hart was like partnered with like a fucking energy drink company. So maybe this is something you should switch over to, James. Maybe the Jimmy Hart High Energy is something that you can take over for your monsters. No?
No way, Daddy.
Here's a review of Mouth of the South Energy. Attempting to pioneer a new niche of wrestling-themed energy drinks, Mouth of the South energy drink uses a can that features WWE legend and Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart. The can, which is a cartoony feeling to it, is something that doesn't scream energy, and as a result, feels novelty in nature. Given that it's not extremely obvious who is on the can, and yes, we do remember Jimmy Hart, and Jimmy Hart isn't a household name, the product likely has a limited niche appeal to wrestling fans. The formulation is standard fare energy drink with an energy-laden, bubblegum-flavored body that finishes with notes of citrus flavor. It's good, but not great. 2.5 out of 5.
Jimmy Hart is a legendary grifter.
He had so much shit going on.
There's not many people who grift better than Jimmy Hart. I would say that. There is maybe one brother.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, you got to learn from the best, dude.
Yeah. They got a fucking ball ride together, man.
Dude, this kid, he looks like Baba Booey.
That's crazy.
He does.
Wrestling All-Stars drink. So
got that taurine, brother.
Yeah. We should buy this and test it and die. I think.
We think we
no
would die.
way, dude.
Oh, okay.
What is this, from 2005? I can't believe this. Probably didn't last very long, right? It probably only like a limited run.
Come on, man. It's probably still going to this day. You can find these in any
to
stores.
To this day.
You know, it's still, you can get it if you wanted it. You just need to want it.
You can call us the Wrestle Warehouse is what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to get it.
All right.
And drink it
I don't
with
think
you
you should do that.
Oh, the can is empty, but never open. The drink seeped out of it. Well, that sucks.
The drink evaporated into thin
That's
air.
how you know it's good, because it evaporates.
The air wanted it really bad.
Oh, well, you had to get that Morphoplex that's all over the apron as well. That Larry Zbyszko steroids.
All the boys at TNA were on Morphoplex.
Hey, Larry Zbyszko juice. It's not steroids. How dare you? He was just drinking juice. Come on now.
Juice and the energy melt is
steroids.
And steroids.
So back in the match here, Alex Shelley, they go into a back and forth pin situation here. And it, funny enough, reminds me of a Jarrett story where Dutch Mantel yelled at Alex Shelley for doing European mat wrestling shit in a 4-minute TV match.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so that's like a story that Dutch Mantel, like they had Shelley in a TV match for 4 minutes and he kept doing this fucking for like 3 minutes. He did like pin shit and he got backstage and Dutch Mantel says, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that shit?"
He was spitting for once in his life.
Then Sabin rocks in with the Acai moonsault to the outside.
Oh, cracked his shins on the barricade. Please stop.
Fuck.
Shelley and Petey start working over Chris Sabin after they come back from commercial because they're both heels here and Sabin's the face. Shelley and Petey double suplex. They both roll up at the same time and then meeting of the minds and they start getting pissed at each other. And then that's where Sabin starts fighting back up.
That was fucking sweet. Alex Shelley also did the skull fuck here, by the way. They never called it the skull fuck ever on TV, but that's what it is.
Now, why wouldn't they call it that on TV?
They didn't call it when Madison Rain started doing it either. I don't know if it ever has a name, but we know. It's a skull fuck.
Damn, I thought they did call it something when she did it.
Oh, maybe they did. It
was like a main part of her moveset. Yeah. Sabin uses the time to fight back up. Combo moves, drop toe hold Shelley into Petey's cock in the corner. Sabin starts calling for the cradle shock. I'm hyped. I love this move.
It's so good.
Shelley kicks him in the head. Brain buster. This is that real man. Petey hits the side Russian. Starts roping him in for the Canadian Destroyer, of course.
I don't know why, James, until you mentioned that when we watched the Ultimate X match, I don't think I ever realized that's what he was doing. I just assumed he was like just pumping himself up.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I didn't he was like roping him in.
Yeah, he ropes him in.
That's awesome.
For the Destroyer.
Dude, that reminds me of my friend who didn't know the 3D was actually like 3D, like the hand symbol. He's like, "Oh, that means 3D." Like, yes. What the fuck did you think it was? He's like, "I just thought it was." He thought it was a cool hand symbol. Like he just threw it up.
Okay, cool.
Throw it up gang signs.
He goes for he ropes him in, Canadian Destroyer, but Shelley flips over into Sabin. Sabin hits a Liger bomb instead of the Rana, and then
crushes him.
Shelley hits the running fucking neck breaker.
And Eye the Hurricane.
Yeah, the Eye of the Hurricane on Petey.
He was trying to find himself.
Dude,
why did you do this shell shock here, brother?
He hits the Eye of the Hurricane and then Great Muda Taunt into Shining Wizard.
What do you do? Alex Shelley is confused here, bro. He's trying.
He should have done the Great Muda Taunt because Sabin knew it was coming, stopped it. Enzy fucking cradle shock. Sabin pinned Shelley here for the win.
I was like, oh, that is fucking sweet. But I was very upset, James, because I was like, this is your Spike debut. And no Canadian Destroyer.
Dude, I thought the same thing. I was about to cry.
Come on. You had to know that shit. Yeah, you had to know that was coming.
No, I didn't. I thought they were gonna not give it to us, man. I really
Petey
did.
jump saving fucking Canadian Destroyer. I said, all is right in the world. These guys knew what the fuck they were doing.
A finisher gets a TNA chant, by the way. Huge. The crowd's rocking crazy. Just a finisher after a match. A
Hell
heel
yeah.
hits his
A heel,
finisher
yeah.
on the face. TNA.
On the winner.
TNA.
On the winner, yeah, you're right.
So we go backstage. Larry Zbyszko meets with the one and only. You could never guess in a million years who the fuck is.
Well, Shane Douglas, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shane
Franchise.
Douglas is there, and he is holding the microphone as Larry Zbyszko meets with the one and only.
Think about it for a second, everybody. Who do you think
Who could
would
this
be
be?
showing up here? It's
The Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz has more TNA runs than Hogan does.
That's insane.
You are right, actually.
How the fuck are you here? What the fuck are you doing? But I guess, they're on Spike now. UFC is on Spike. Tito Ortiz is still super fucking over in 05. Him and Chuck Liddell are the dudes.
Chuck
you know?
Liddell, let's go, Randy Couture.
So, I don't know when because I think 05 is when he faces Ken Shamrock. Oh, no, that's the Ultimate Fighter, I think, when him and fucking Shamrock are coaches on the Ultimate Fighter and then fight. So it must be around this time. So, Tito is still super over. Him and Shamrock are going fucking crazy. And then, he's just in TNA.
Yeah, he's just there. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
They go into his office, and then, Tito Ortiz actually looked like a normal person this time, too, if you believe that. His brain was probably not so scrambled yet, so that's pretty cool.
This is the second appearance he's made for TNA. So this is not
What?
the first. He's been here already. Because before this was when he reffed the Jarrett AJ match
Yeah, he was special enforcer.
at Hard
that
was- yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
So this is
that.
Tito
Holy.
returning to TNA. And then he also comes back later on for the fucking Aces and Eights
on
thing.
August 1st.
Yes.
He is not a normal person by the time that match around. Just so everybody knows.
You don't want to talk about punishment athletic business. I'm here to talk about some business. All right, yeah.
I hear you. Or don't. Anyways.
3 Line Crew.
It's not the 3 line crew hype video. I was like,
we be jumping whoa.
I was
What?
so confused. Yeah, I was like, that's an interesting team to highlight here. I guess it makes sense because they come out later, but I didn't know they were coming out later. So I
Yeah,
was
fuck
like,
you, bro. 3 Line Crew.
yeah,
You're still getting Bowdy. Fuck you.
Bowdy, rowdy, where my dog at?
Crew.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Did you know that they provide the perfect mix of sports and entertainment? I don't know if you guys knew
Dude, from
that.
what I understand, Tony, they're the most entertaining and dominant force in tag team wrestling history.
Always have
That
been.
is true.
3 Line Crew.
I used to rep the 3LK. I think I had a 3LK shirt back in the
3LK,
day.
You are
man.
insane.
Yeah, Tony was rowdy, rowdy. Let's go.
Wow, I didn't fucking
Dude,
know that,
K-Dog
Tony.
with the rolling clothesline and Road Dogg
And the
with the stick.
piston. And the piston, he pee on you.
Beware.
Archers could go though,
This
man.
mother
He
is
could
a
go.
bad jam.
They are spitting.
Bro, there is nobody sports or entertainment wise that could touch any of these guys. Any of them.
But for real, Ron Killings is awesome though.
He was fucking
great.
awesome. This group sucked.
Dude, Ron Killings was based.
But
Ron Killings was based. Conan could talk, and then there's BG James doing that. He looked like the alien in
he's
that
the
fucking.
robot.
Yeah, you know that TikTok where the alien goes like. Yeah, that's BG. Goes out BG James.
That's fucking right, motherfucker. This mother is a bad jam. Yeah, you're right.
you leave BG James alone, okay? I like the guy.
Holy
man.
Still
man.
getting rowdy.
That
Hell yeah.
shit. Man, this 50-year-old dude out here, goddamn, you killing me,
Yeah.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't understand. Beware.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know?
So yeah, next up we got Rhino versus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, dude, Rhino is so big here.
He's off that Morphoplex.
He is insane, dude. I love it.
Yeah, man, he's shiny as hell too.
He is shiny. He's a heel here. I know this because he goes to the middle rope for a stunt and flips everybody off.
Well, you
He
know
does
what's
that
funny
twice here.
is the crowd decided he's not the heel. Here.
Yes, they love him. They also show a sign here that said Vince copyrighted my sign. So I'm assuming that's about something with Rhino.
It could have been the Team 3D thing. There wasn't Team 3D in a lawsuit or something.
They were, but this Team 3D spoilers. This is like the first time here, right?
No, it is. But I mean, they're also they're probably
Yeah,
reading the
that's true.
sheets, really.
Could have been the
100%.
Rhino I don't even know.
I was thinking that, Tony, but I was like, Rhino probably didn't want to use the fucking RHY. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they didn't mean to show it. Jeff Hardy is fucking wet.
He's covered in Matrix juices. Keeps coming back to TNA because he's smelling a syrup.
Dude, there's somebody, like you said, the person in the front row dressed up more like Jeff Hardy than Jeff Hardy is.
He's got to put the juice on too, then? Like,
yeah, man, get it on your face. Get that fucking shit.
This crowd hates Jeff Hardy.
Dude, they do. What did he do? Is he just WWE'd out?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe he no-showed a show for TNA already.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Did he no-show a pay-per-view recently or something?
Yeah, the boys hated Jeff Hardy here. Like, they were in the front row and they fucking hated his fucking guy.
There's no way. Then a couple years later, everybody loves him and he's the best thing ever. I don't know.
August 2005, he's suspended for no-show on his show. That's a little later.
Oh, maybe. No, this is before this.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this is October, so that must have just happened.
Yeah, so he no-showed his show, got suspended for 6 weeks.
And the boys said, fuck you.
Fuck you. We're on Spike now, bitch. They probably saw it as Jeff taking a spot from one of the boys on a fucking card.
And they were right.
Yeah. Abyss should have been in this match. Fuck you. AJ Styles, so you taking food off my goddamn kid's table. You piece of shit. Off my family. You're taking food away from my family.
You're taking food off my family.
He does say off.
That's one of my favorite promos ever. Jeff Hardy.
It's the best.
Yeah, that's good. So Jeff Hardy sucks, says his crowd the entire time.
And I'm with them.
Yeah, man. Speak
Rhino,
that shit.
though.
Yeah, Rhino's cool though. Yeah, there's a dude in the crowd, fucking Matrix juiced out. Hardy hits a twist of fate. Crowd boos.
They do boo. I couldn't believe it. This is, by the way, when I realized they didn't white balance the hard cam. I said, what is going on here?
I didn't notice that. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. If you go back and look, like the hard cam is like it's like blue. I said,
really?
Shit, something got fucked up here. Mike Tenay is also hyping up Monsters Ball 2, which is so Rhino and Jeff Hardy are in this as well as Abyss and Sabu. Or maybe not. Is that the one where someone gets replaced, or is that they all in this one? We talked. Black Rain's not around yet, so I think this is they're all
good.
In this one.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Dude, every time we talk about Monsters Ball, I entirely forget that Stips were, or I don't know if they still are, but the fucking, for those that don't know, Monsters Ball was 24 hours before the match. You get stuck in a fucking room, no food, no water, and no light for 24 hours, and they let you out and you have the match, which is fucking so wrestling, and I love it.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So the Monster Abyss is here. He knocks Hardy off the top, who was going for the Swanton Bomb. The crowd is now doing the wave.
Abyss.
Rhino
doing that shit.
Rhino and Abyss beat down Jeff. Crowd's going crazy for them beating down Jeff, which is funny.
Does Rhino's gear say the big effing deal, by the way?
Oh, I didn't even look.
I think it did.
Yeah, was that ECW gear or what? Did he have that in ECW?
He was the big effing deal, Rhino.
Yeah, it must have been ECW gear.
It was fucking sweet. But yeah, like you said, fucking Jeff hits the Whisper in the Wind on Abyss, and then they jump him, which is cool.
James Mitchell's in a blue suit.
Just doing some shit, I guess.
He tries something new this week for Spike TV.
The Spike blue,
Sabu chants, the lights go out. It's Sabu.
You know what this means. You know what this means.
I'm glad that when the lights go out, they know what it means. That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was Sting, but it's all right.
Sabu's here with his finger in the sky. He's throwing chairs around.
Throwing on everyone's head. He does the chair leg drop to fucking Rhino, I think it was. Jeff dives on Abyss from the top to the floor. Then Sabu chair jumps on a Rhino on the floor, and then they get back in the ring and celebrate with each other, or at least pose with each other. They don't celebrate, but yeah, man, fucking Sabu is still fucking rocking here, which I imagine
looks
also
good too.
He does look good. I imagine this comes to an end very soon.
He's got to fucking go face John Cena.
He's got to wrestle Kevin Thorne, man.
Yeah, come on, damn it.
Okay, dude.
Talk, damn it. Cut a promo.
Dude, them chasing him around the whole night for a promo is so fucking funny.
It is funny. He's hiding.
Stephanie McMahon doing it is even funnier.
So we get a pre-tape here. Jeff Jarrett versus Raven for the NWA title at BCW in Canada.
BC Dub, Windsor, Ontario.
They drew like a record 15 people to this show or something.
It was all of Scott D'Amore's family was in the fucking attendance for this one.
You literally couldn't see anything in this place. It was crazy. AMW hits a death sentence. Fucking love that move.
Great move.
Hit it on Raven, and Jarrett fucking, of course, wins the NWA title.
In 8. I looked it up.
Was it 8?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 8-minute hardcore match. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, he said that Meltzer wrote like the crowd was like waiting for them to turn it back because they couldn't believe that it happened, and then like it just ended, and they were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Okay, cool."
Yeah, they gotta wait to TNA for it to turn back, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, Scott D'Amore is in the back as Jarrett and AMW are celebrating, and Scott D'Amore comes out and he says he loves it when a plan comes together.
Son of a bitch!
You know what's funny?
Booker man did it.
Yeah, until like later, like in the next segment, like. They don't even tell you Scott D'Amore runs BCW. Just like Scott D'Amore was also there.
Yeah. It's like a cool cliffhanger. It's like, what the fuck does Scott D'Amore have to do with this? And then you find out. It's like, oh, okay.
So to end the show, we get and I thought this was weird until it kind of plays out, but is the Planet Jarrett Town Hall to end the show.
I didn't know. That was weird because I was like, what could they possibly do here? Okay. Going into the show, did you know the Dudleys this is where they debuted?
No, I didn't know. No,
I didn't either.
I didn't know either. No.
I was pretty fired up when they came out. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
And then we get the ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, Planet Jarrett Town Hall. Jarrett's here with AMW now in suits, 4 Horsemen style, because Jarrett will be the 4 Horsemen.
I am a 4 Horseman now.
Yeah,
I'm
come on, Mongo.
And the leader.
Jarrett introduces AMW into his group, and then the final piece, of course, to the puzzle, Scott D'Amore with Team Canada.
There was somebody, I don't know if you saw this, when the promo was going on, they show a shot of a guy in the crowd holding up $3. Why?
I have $3.
I have $3. I don't know, why did they fucking show that?
I don't know.
Is there a part of the story that I'm missing here? Somebody let me know. But yeah, he puts over AMW as cornerstones of TNA. And then Scott D'Amore comes out, and Mike Tenay says that D'Amore and his family own the promotion that Jarrett won the title in. I was like, oh, his family fucking owns it too. Okay, yeah. Well, Scott D'Amore says, Jeff, we made a deal, and I upheld the end of my bargain. Ha 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 ha! So, Jesus, all right, chill, fucking guy. He said, Jeff, remember your end of the bargain. We'll rule this place together, but anytime when I need you, you owe the coach one. And then they hug.
Well, no one cares about that because the 3 Live crew is here. Where are my dogs at? Where are my dogs at?
This mother is a bad jam. Beware, coming for you. Oh, shit.
Fucking Ryan Kelly's going crazy. Going crazy.
Yeah, BG James doing the robot.
BG doing the
alien joint. James, you got to repeat this dance next week when you got
I know, bro. I'm so sad no one can see me, man. Damn that fucking local computer company.
You know, come on now.
Killing me, man. Going crazy. So, Conan goes, where are my dogs at?
Where they at?
Conan says, Jeff, this is the first episode of Spike TV. You were boring everyone to death already.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Conan says, why don't you shut up? Jarrett says, why don't you make me shut up?
He says TNA was built by the fans in the Impact Zone, and TNA says, you're damn right it was.
Oh, don't forget, he says, and the great wrestlers like the 3 Live crew.
Beware. Yeah, you're right.
And
God damn it.
TNA was built by the fucking fans. Fuck yeah. And by the great wrestlers like the 3 Live crew. Fuck yeah.
McDonald's. Fuck yeah.
Shut up, you little Bia.
The Gap.
Jeff Hardy.
Books. Fuck yeah. Jeff Hardy. 3 Live crew. Jeff Hardy.
The fans. Fuck yeah. AJ Styles. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Jeff Hardy. Books.
Fuck yeah. Holy. So, Conan says, why don't you shut up? Jared says, hey, why'd you make me shut up? So they immediately bum rush the ring and start
That
fighting.
is awesome.
Yeah, it is sweet.
Yeah, they fucking jump them, and then Team Canada come in and join the fray. They jump 3 Live crew, and then music starts playing. Everyone's confused. They are unfamiliar with this music. But, oh my, it's Brother Ray and Brother Devon.
Dude, wow, this is nuts. A1's in the ring, by the way, but this is crazy.
No one remembered that. No
Team
one remembered
3D.
that.
No, they say A1 on commentaries in the ring.
No, they don't.
And then they say Team 3D's here. And
A1.
Fuck yeah. Dude, Mike today is going so crazy on commentary.
Dude, they're losing
he is
their mind.
coming his fucking pants. This is the best night. It's like, Brother Ray, Brother Demon.
Dude, I forgot these shirts. The shirts with the big middle finger that say trademark this.
Yeah, dude, super bass lightning. Yeah, this is sick, man. I like this
It's
shit.
awesome. We need to boot this shirt. We need to make a Deadlock shirt out of this. This is awesome.
Dude, this is so crazy. So they come in, fucking 3D. Both
Devon is huge.
Yeah, he is fucking crazy looking. Chain. Dude, 3D's AMW. Jeff Jarrett's just standing there. He gets up. Tanea's going nuts. Get him! Get him! Dude, the crowd's going crazy. The pit's rocking nuts.
They're moshing.
Yeah, this is so sick. Jarrett powders through the ramp. We're like, oh man, he's not going to get 3D'd.
He got away, that son of a bitch.
But then at the ramp. Ding, 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 ding.
What the fuck?
Kevin Nash! Yeah! Fuck yeah! So Kevin Nash comes out. Kevin Nash, fuck yeah! So Jarrett runs back in to get away from Kevin Nash. Bubba Ray hits the fucking body slam. They hit the was up on him. Kevin Nash gets in the ring. Hits the most nefarious, egregious jackknife. Fucking takes him out and then pulls him back in for the jackknife.
Yeah.
Dude, jackknife on the six-sided ring must have been fucking rough. Because Jarrett, like, he doesn't just flat back, he like crumbles. It's fucking
Shit rules, man.
It does rule.
Yeah, and that's Nash cuts a promo. He says bound for glory, Nash versus Jarrett.
Yeah, it looks like Planet Jarrett's a little off the axis tonight.
Oh shit, they paid him extra for that line, $5K.
Yeah. He says, NWA title, it's coming home to me, buddy. And then Mike Tenay says, let's hear from Brother Ray. And then it cuts to Brother Devon talking. He says, go, take it away, Brother Devon.
But AMW versus Team 3D next week, which was at the time a dream match. So
yeah, that's right. He says next week AMW against the baddest tag team there is through Team 3D. And Don West says, yes, yes, we've always wanted to see it.
That's so based.
What a fucking awesome way to end the show.
So fucking cool. So many pieces had to come together for this. I mean, genuinely, this is like best case scenario. This is probably one of the best TNA episodes ever.
Oh my god,
was, top
so
to bottom, awesome,
fun.
dude. The commentary just sells the show so good at the end. I'm like, fuck yeah, TNA's awesome. They're number one.
Dude, the TNA when Jarrett is in the ring and they 3D'd AMW and Team Canada's powdered out, and TNA sees Jarrett just standing there and he's just get him.
That is fucking so sick.
Yeah, dude,
man.
it was fucking beautiful. Yeah, what a sell. Yeah,
what a great fucking commentary duo too, man. Like that's like lightning in a bottle. Those fucking two.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, because like they were like Don West, like as much as like Don West was a fan and like TNA was like he was good at leading the show. They were also good at shutting the fuck up, and they were also good at like not over talking.
No, you're right. But they made moments that were cool even cooler just because they were fucking excited, like genuinely excited. Like you can tell when people put on. Don West and Mike Tenay died for this shit, man. They love this fucking show.
Dude, I always think of them high-fiving, that gif of them high-fiving.
That is the coolest. That's the most boys moment ever.
That is them, like, so excited. All the hard work is paid off. It's so good.
Yeah, man. And Don West was just like a fucking, baseball dude or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dude,
like
when they fucking high-fived, dude. Oh man,
Yeah.
that was dope. That's like
What a
us,
sweet
man.
feeling.
That's us.
Dude, real boys
shit our
moment for
pants
real.
All right, guys.
Shit our pants. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. TNA. Fuck yeah. WWE. AEW.
Jimmy Hart. Hulk Hogan. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Books. What a sweet show though, man. Very, very fun times. And then it dies. It dies very quickly. 4 years we're out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
That sucks.
It does suck, man.
Yeah.
It does suck. It hurts my feelings to think about because, like, look at this show, man. It's fun. Like, even like, all right, like, yeah, okay. Who fucking wants to see Kevin Nash versus Jeff Jarrett? But like, look at everything else, man. And the Team 3D is fucking here. Team 3D and AMW is like that genuinely was a dream match for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it was.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, that was it for TNA Impact Spike TV debut.